Hello, am I live? Am I live? Mm, am I live, guys? Am I live? I don't know if I am. Hello, 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 hi. Good job. Okay, 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 okay. I am here, I am here, I am here. Hi guys, hi guys, hi. Sorry. There was a confusion there. Okay, hi everybody. Hi. Sir, you finally got something for class 11th. Hi Pranjal. Welcome to Momentum with Vedantu, guys. Good evening, good afternoon. Am I visible now? Entertainment 2015. Am I visible? Hi Shreyash Prabhu Desai, Ayushi Kashyap, Sai Lokesh. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being on Momentum with Vedantu. We are going to study significant figures today, guys, and we will try to keep it as short as possible. My target myself is 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, let's see if we can do this. If I'm not able to do this, then there's a problem. Okay, so hi everybody. Hi everybody. Okay, yeah, no sir, I'm invisible. Yes, I am in general invisible. Okay, but today I have decided to be visible to everybody. Okay, so significant digits. Significant digits is basically it's a very confusing topic because there are so many different places where things are different. Okay, so we are going to go because in significant digits all people out there do not agree with each other, so we will go according to NCERT and whatever is written inside NCERT, because that those are the rules which JEE will follow and those are the rules which NEET will follow. Okay, everybody else we will just stop caring about right now. All right. Okay. I will suggest books and everything, guys. But first, let's try to do this. Let's try to do this, and mm, 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 let's try to finish this in 15 minutes or less. First of all, when we are counting significant digits, you need to know first thing difference between numbers and physical quantities. Okay, difference between numbers and physical quantities. If you see 2 meters and 2.5 kg, these are physical quantities. Okay, these are physical quantities, and these are the quantities where significant figures matter at all. Okay, these 2.5 and pi, these are just mathematical numbers. These are just mathematical numbers. Okay, and you have to remember that for all mathematical numbers which do not have any unit around it, if you see they do not have any unit around it, for all mathematical numbers. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Yes? Hmm. I don't know. Yes? Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Somebody said he can hear me. Please, refresh. Okay. You will understand. You will be able to hear me. For mathematical numbers, guys, remember they have infinite number of significant digits. Infinite number of significant digits. For mathematical numbers, we don't worry about significant digits because we just consider by default they have infinite number of significant digits. Basically, their significant digits do not matter. If I ask you how many significant digits 2 has, it has infinite significant digits. How many significant digits pi has, it has infinite significant digits. But if I ask you how many significant digits does 2 meter have, then this has one significant digit and this has two significant digits. Okay, mathematical numbers are different from physical quantities. Okay, both of them have uh, different rules. Okay, so we are going to stick to physical quantities, things that we measure, length, time, temperature, all those things that we measure using instruments, those have significant digits, and those are the proper numbers that we are going to talk about. Okay, so what are the rules regarding counting of significant digits? First of all, if we have zeros in between, guys, first of all, if we have zeros in between, you have to remember that those zeros are always going to be counted. In this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 significant figures. Okay, I have 5 significant figures because there are overall 5 digits. If there is a zero stuck in between somewhere, then that zero is also significant. Here also I have five significant figures. If I am measuring temperature somewhere and I got this, here I have three significant figures. Anytime there is a zero in between, that zero is always counted. Okay, that zero is always counted. Let's try to finish it within 15 minutes, guys. Okay, so after the class, I will solve your doubts. Okay, after the class, I will solve your doubts. Okay, all right. Next is leading zeros. Leading zeros are not significant, guys. You have to remember these rules because these rules are given to you by NCERT. Okay, other places have other rules, but NCERT goes according to the scientific community, and in the scientific community, leading zeros are not significant. So you have to just remember these rules. Logic भूल जाओ और rules याद रखो for now. Okay, so in this case, if you see these digits, these zeros are not significant. All these three are not significant. Okay, so how many significant digits in the first one? 1, 2, and 3. You have three significant figures. Okay, how many significant digits in the second one? 1 and 2. So you have two significant figures. Okay, and how many significant figures here? 1, 2, and 3. So you have three significant figures. Remember, zeros in between are always significant. Zeros leading before are always non-significant. Okay, Shravani, I will share the PDF of this class on the group. Which group? On which group? The Momentum with Vedantu. Okay, Telegram group. I will share. I will share. Okay, next, guys. Next, if you have trailing zeros after the decimal, okay, if you have trailing zeros after the decimal, then they are significant. Remember these rules, guys. You have to remember these rules. So if you see here, these three zeros are not significant because they are leading, but this zero is significant because it's trailing and it is after the decimal. So here I have 1, 2, and 3, three significant figures here. Here also I have 1, 2, and 3, three significant figures because the zero is after the decimal. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, five significant figures because the zero is after the decimal and the other zeros are stuck in between. So of course in between zeros are always significant. Okay, and if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, this has seven significant figures. Okay, as long as you have zeros which are after the decimal point, those zeros are significant. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Really hope everybody understood. Okay, next is yes, Ashutosh, this is for JEE. Okay, next is, if I have trailing zeros without decimal, then guys, in this case the situation is in general ambiguous means we do not know whether it's significant or not. But according to NCERT, you have to take them as not significant. You have to take it as not significant. Okay, in real life they are significant. Sometimes they are not significant the other times, and there are various ways to denote that. But as long as we are talking about just NCERT, keeping ourselves limited to NCERT because that is what JEE main and NEET follows, keeping ourselves limited to that, these trailing zeros without the decimal point are not significant. So here these two zeros are not significant, this zero is not significant, these three zeros are not significant. Okay, so how many significant figures in each case? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so overall you have two significant figures, you have four significant figures, and you have five significant figures. I hope everybody understood so far. This is how you calculate the number of significant figures. I hope. If you understood, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. ओके, साई लोकेश, जे का रिजल्ट आएगा मेरे भाई, बिल्कुल टेंशन मत ले तू, आएगा आएगा आएगा, सबका रिजल्ट आएगा, तुम्हारा भी आएगा, मेरा भी आएगा. ओके, ऑलराइट. हाय सुरेंद्र सिंह, हाय सुरेंद्र सिंह. ओके, Next, before we move forward, guys, let's take 2 minutes to talk about Vedantu's JEE platform. If you're preparing for 11th or 12th, if you're in 11th and 12th or preparing for JEE and NEET, Vedantu's platform is just for you. If you get the pro subscription, guys, you get full access to all the live courses. You get all the subjects covered in great detail. You get to choose the language in which you want to study. You have instant in-class doubt solving. There are people called class teachers. Okay, I'm a master teacher. You can see there are class teachers in class who are there just to solve your doubts. Okay, so they will solve your doubts instantly in class. You get to ask as many doubts as you want. You get to you get your classes from India's best teachers. All of them have 5+ years of experience, and you get to learn safely from your home on any device, guys. Exactly, that is the Vedantu platform. Okay, if you want to get the pro subscription, guys, you should go to vdnt.in/ytpro and use my promo code. When you use my promo code, you get the additional 15% discount, guys. You get the additional 15% discount. Okay, the price comes down from 6,999 to 5,949, or 31,800 to 27,030. Okay, by the way, if you are going to take the pro subscription, I would suggest 12 months, because then the price per day is coming down to 75 rupees. But if you're not sure about Vedantu and you just want to check it out, you can also take the 1 month subscription. Okay, and that price per day is a little bit expensive, but you want to try, right? You want to try, just go and try. Okay, all right, guys. All right, let's talk about the next thing. Next, talk about the next thing. Yeah. I know. Next is rounding off. Okay, rounding off. Once again, guys, there are so many people who just do not agree. Okay, like so many people having different rules. Okay, but don't worry, I'm here and I'm going to solve all of your doubts regarding rounding off. Okay, first of all, just rounding off, if we talk about, let's say I have to round it off to 2 digits. Okay, if I have to round off this number to 2 digits, then I will just look at the first 2 digits. Okay, and I will just look at the third digit, and if that is less than 5, I will make it, if that is less than 5, I will make it 4.2. And if it was more than 5, I would have made it 4.3. Okay, if I have to round it off to 3 digits, if I have to round it off to 3 digits, then in this case, I will not look at the third digit. In this case, I will look at the fourth digit. Now, since this is more than 5, I will round it off to 4 point. I will round it off to 4.24. 4.24. I think this part is very, very simple. Everybody understands if you have to round it off to 2 digits or 3 digits. Okay, if you understand, by the way, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, this is very simple, very simple. Okay, if you look at this next one, if you look at the next one, okay, if you have to, it has overall 5 digits. So if you want to round it off, you can round it off to 4 digits. Okay, you can round it off to 2 digits, 3 digits. Okay, and you can round it off to 2 digits. You can also round it off to 1 digit. Okay, so how to do this? How to do this? If you are going to round it off to 4 digits, you have to look at the fifth number. Okay, that is 2. So this will become 23.77. If you want to round it off to 3 digits, you have to look at the fourth number, which is 7. So this will become what? This will become 23.8. Okay, if you want to round it off to 2 digits, you have to look at the third number, once again more than 5. So you will write it as 24. Okay, and if you want to round it off to, if you want to round it off to 1 digit, you have to look at the second one, which is 3. So your answer will be just 20. By the way, if you see here, you have 4 significant figures, 3 significant figures. Okay, 2 significant figures and 1 significant figure. Okay, the zero is not significant. The zero is not significant. Okay, किस I think chat पे दिख नहीं रहा है पूरा. या chat पे पूरा सा दिख नहीं रहा है. Okay, विंडोज कैप्चर्ड व्हाइट बोर्ड किधर गया मेरा ये. इसको अनलॉक करते, थोड़ा सा ऊपर रखते हैं इसको. अब दिख रहा है, अब दिख रहा है, अब आई थिंक सब लोगों को दिख रहा होगा. ठीक है, कभी कभी दिखता है, कभी कभी नहीं दिखता. आई एम सो सॉरी, आई एम सो सॉरी. ओके, बट आई थिंक अभी दिख रहा होगा, सब लोगों को दिख रहा है. हाँ अभी दिख रहा है या okay all right everybody's okay yes okay okay next is if you have digit see if you have digits less than 5 you know where you have to round them down if you have digits more than 5 you have to round them up now if you have digits exactly equal to 5 okay if you have digits exactly equal to 5 then you have to remember that we hate odd numbers. Okay, we hate odd numbers and we love even numbers. We hate odd numbers and we love even numbers. That is not exactly why this rule is there, but just you have to remember it like this. Okay, let's say I have to round this off. Let's say I have to round this off to one digit. Okay, let's say I have to round off this to one digit. So I have to look at the second one. Now this here is 5. So there are two possibilities. I can either round it off to 5 ohm or I can round it off to 6 ohm. But you have to remember that when you have this, we generally hate odd numbers and so we choose the result which gives us even number. Okay, if you have zero point 0.5 there, then we hate the odd numbers and always make them even whenever possible. Make them even whenever possible. For example, for the second case, if I have to round it off to two digits, okay, then I will look at the third digit, which is 5. So once again, I have two choices. What are the two choices of mine? It's either 3.3 hertz or 3.4 hertz. Once again, what do we hate, guys? What do we hate? We hate odd numbers. We love even numbers. We hate odd numbers. We love even number. Okay. Next one, if you had to round it off to two digits, so you will look at the third digit here. If you look at the third digit, this is once again 5. So what you will have is you can write it either as 3.6 or you can write it as 3.7. You have to remember, guys, what do we hate and what do we love? We hate odd and we love even. Okay, so in this case, what happens? We will reject this and we will accept this. Okay, when you have 5 there at the end, guys, you have to remember that if it becomes an, you have to convert it into an odd number. The number preceding that you have to look at. If it's an odd number, you convert it into even. If it's an odd number, you convert it into even. If it's an even number, you keep it even. You do not care. Okay, even number we like. Even number we like. Okay, next, once again, now here's the thing. See, if I have to make it round it off to one digit. Okay, if I have to round it off to one digit, then you have to look at the digit before it. So it might either become 4 or it might become 5. Okay, it might become 4 or 5. Once again, everybody knows what will we choose and what we will reject. We will reject and we will choose. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Okay, but this is only the case, guys. You have to remember this is only the case if 5 is your last digit. Okay, if you see here, 5 is the last digit, 5 is the last digit, 5 is the last digit, and 5 is the last digit. This is only the case if 5 is the last digit. Okay, if there is anything else after 5, if there is anything else after 5, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever is there, we don't care. If there is anything else after 5, then in that case, guys, then we stop caring about odd and even. Then we always, for such cases, we always do what? We always have to round up. Okay, always round up. If there are any digits after 5, okay, 5 is the last digit, then you look at odd and even. If there are still more digits after 5, then you have to just always round it up. So for example, if I have to round this up to one digit, Okay, if I have to round this up to one digit, then in this case, I will always round it up to, I have two choices, either 4 or 5. Okay, I will not choose 4 now. Now I will forget that I love odd even numbers. Okay, I will forget this now. I will choose 5. I hope everybody understood. If you understood, please give me a yes. If you understood, guys, please give me a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, thumbs up in the chat. Azim Turkey. If you want Hindi, my friend, I suggest you check out the NCRT 11th and 12th channel from Vedantu. We teach in Hindi there. Okay, everybody understood? Okay, please remember, guys, if we have 5 at the end, okay, if we have 5 at the end, then we look at odd and even numbers. But if there are more digits above after 5, if there are more digits after 5, then we always round up. If there are more digits after 5, we always round up. Okay, I hope everybody understood this. Rounding rules is very, very important. Okay, next I have already crossed the, oh my god, I've already crossed the 15 minutes marks, but okay, chalo, theek hai. Next is add or subtract with significant digits. Okay, add or subtract with significant digits. You have to remember, when we are adding or subtracting with significant digits, we do not count number of significant digits. Okay, we do not count number of significant digits. No, 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 no. What do we count, guys? What do we count? We count number of decimals. We count number of decimal places. Okay, we count number of decimal places. What do I mean by that? Let's say I have these three questions here and I want to add or subtract whatever. Okay, in case of addition or subtraction, I have to count the number of decimal places. Okay, so for example, here, let's say I added, I got this, and this. Okay, now what you do is you look at the decimal places. This has two decimal places, this has three decimal places, this has one decimal places, this has two decimal places, this has two, three, and two decimal places. So the final answer should only have the least number of decimal places. Between 2 and 3, the final answer can only have, between 2 and 3, the final answer can only have 2 decimal places. Between 1 and 2, final answer can only have 1 decimal places. Between 2, 3 and 2, final answer can only have 2 decimal places. So I will need 2 to make it two, 1 and 2 decimal places. Okay, we have to round it off to that many number of decimal places. Remember, in this case, do not count number of significant digits. You have to count the number of decimal places. If you actually count the number of significant digits, you can see this here has four significant figures. Okay, but the answer we got has actually five significant figures. When we are adding or subtracting, guys, sometimes the number of significant figures increases. You do not look at the significant figures. Please do not look at this. Okay, you have to instead look at what? You have to instead look at the number of decimal places. When add or subtract, look at decimal places. Decimal places. Okay, please remember this. Then next is, let's see, in this case, let's say you are adding two distances, 1 kilometer plus 5 meter. Okay, when you are adding these two, guys, you have to remember this is basically 1 kilometer plus 0.005 kilometers. When you add these two, this has 0 decimal places and this has 3 decimal places. So in this case, the final answer has to have 0 decimal places. The final answer has to have 0 decimal places. But if you are adding these two numbers, it will be 1.000 kilometers plus 0.005 kilometers. So that will actually be 1.005 kilometers. Okay, understand the difference, guys. You have to take care, you have to look at the number of decimal places. Number of decimal places. Okay, hi Udayanshu, hi Udayanshu. Hi. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, Shramri Reddy wants me to repeat this once again. Shramri, go and look at the, okay, I want to finish this very, very quickly. Then I will take doubts at the end. So guys, remember this. If I have this, you have to look at number of decimal places. Okay, this is 5 meters by the way. So in kilometers, it will be 0.005 kilometers. Okay, in kilometers, this will be 0.005 kilometers. When you are adding numbers, you have to look at number of decimal places. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, next is multiply or divide in case of significant digits. Here you have to look at what? Look at number of significant digits. Here you have to look at number of significant digits. This one is simple. This one is simple. Okay, let's say I have to multiply or divide. Okay, let's say I have to multiply or divide. Okay, in the first case, when I multiply, I will get, see, I have already done the calculation. I've already done the calculation because you know what? This is a small class. I used the calculator. I did the calculation. Now, what you see here is, here this has a 3 significant digits and this has a 4 significant digits. So the answer should have 3 significant figures. Answer should have 3 significant figures. Okay, so I will choose the first 3 and then round everything else off. Round everything else off. If you look at the second one, the first one has 3 significant figures, the second one has 5 significant figures. So the answer should have how many significant figures? It should have 3 significant figures. I will have to round it off to 3 digits. I will have to round it off to 3 digits. Okay. The third one, if you see, I have 4 significant digits here and 2 significant digits here. And here I'm dividing, by the way. So when I divide, the answer should have 2 significant figures. The answer should have 2 significant figures. When we multiply or divide, we look at the number of digits. So what I will do is I will round it off to 3 and 2 significant digits. Okay, when I round it off to 3 and 2 significant digits, guys, my answers will be this and this. If you check, this one has 3 significant figures, this one has 3 significant figures, and this one has 2 significant figures. Okay, you have to round it off to 3 and 2. I hope everybody understood. Ryan Ferris, I will not take kinematics tomorrow. Sorry, my friend. We will continue with this chapter first and then we got go to something else. Okay, next, guys, let's take a very simple question. I have two resistors, 121 ohms and 202 ohms, which are connected in parallel. I have to find its equivalent resistance. Okay, how do I calculate the equivalent resistance? Very simple. For parallel resistors, the equivalent resistance is R equivalent is R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. So I will substitute the value. So 121 into 202 divided by 121 plus 200 into, that will be equal to 2,442 divided by 323. When I calculate this using a calculator, it will come out as this. Now, if you see here, this has 3 significant digits, this has 3 significant digits, and when you add both of them together, this will also have 3 significant digits. So this should also have 3 significant figures. I will have to round it off. I will have to round it off to 3. I will have to round it off to 3 significant digits, which will become 75.7 ohm, which will become 75.7 ohms. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Now, next question is a regular question on JEE. So let's do that. I have two resistors now. The first resistor is 121 plus minus 3. The second resistor is 202 plus minus 4 ohm, which are connected in parallel. I have to find the equivalent resistance. Okay, so first thing you have to understand here is, guys, if they are connected in parallel, then the equivalent resistance is given by this formula. The equivalent resistance is given by this formula. 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R, 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. And if you differentiate, you will get the second formula. The error in R equivalent divided by R equivalent square is equal to delta R1 by R1 square plus delta R2 by R2 square. You have to use both of these to get the correct answers. Now, for the first one will just become R equivalent is just R1 R plus R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. The second one will just become delta R equivalent is equal to R equivalent square into delta R1 by R1 square plus delta R2 by R2 square. Now, in the first equation, I can easily substitute the values to calculate the equivalent resistance. What will that be? What will that be? I will substitute the values 121 into 202 divided by 121 plus 202. We had already calculated this. This was 75.67 something something something. We have to round it off to 3 significant digits, so it will just become 75.7 ohms. That everybody understands. But let's talk about the second part. How do I calculate error here? So you substitute the values and you do the calculation. It will be a very complicated calculation. And when you calculate, you get a very complicated answer. Okay, super complicated answer. Oh, now how do you decide to what I round it off to? How do you decide to what I round it off to? Should I round it off to 1.7? Should I round it off to 1.73? Or should I round it off to just 2? Okay, I have what should I round it off to? What should I round it off to? So in order to round it off, you have to remember that when you are rounding it off, you don't care about what significant figures were here or there or anywhere. You just look here. Since this R equivalent had one decimal place, since R equivalent had one decimal place, your error in R equivalent should also have one decimal place. Your error in R equivalent will also have one decimal place. So this will just become 1.7 ohm. Okay, both of them should have the same number of decimal places. Both of them should have the same number of decimal places. So if I write the actual error, the equivalent resistance, it will be 75.7 plus or minus 1.7 ohm. This is how you calculate, guys. This is how you calculate, and this is how you get the correct answer. Okay, all right. Dr. Dream is saying, sir, we all want kinematics graph, sir. Please, sir, please, sir, please for NEET 2020. Okay, Dr. Dream, you know what, you have won over me. You have won over me. Okay, you have won over me. So remember this. You remember this. Tomorrow I will do kinematics graphs. Okay, tomorrow I will do kinematics graphs. Okay, all right. Probably I will. Yeah, I will do kinematics graphs tomorrow. Okay. All right. Siona Agarwal, sir, why not same number of significant figures? Siona, yeah, see, Siona, that's the thing. Do not go about with same number of significant figures or this or that. See, these are just rules that you have to remember. While doing this, you are doing multiplication and division. So you have to use the rules for multiplication and division. Rules for multiplication and division. Okay, multiplication and division you have to follow here. Now this should have, here there is only one criteria. Here there is only one criteria, that should have same number of significant digits. Okay, same number of significant digits. Sorry, not significant digits. Same number of decimal digits, decimals as are equivalent. In the error, it should have the same number of decimals as are equivalent. This is because of the way errors are calculated. Okay, now these are just rules. You have to remember these rules. These are two different rules, one for calculating the actual value, the second one for calculating the error. Okay, should have the same number of decimals as are equivalent. So you just do what? You just round it off. You just round it off. Okay. All right. Chalo. So I hope everybody understood. I hope including Dr. Dream, everybody understood. Everybody understood. I will stop here, guys. I will stop here, and we will continue in tomorrow's class. I will do graphs on. I will probably see. That's the thing. 1 minute. If you guys are here, tell me this. I'm going to give you two options. Okay, I'm going to give you two options. What are the two options that you get? What are the two options that you get? I can tomorrow do one of these things. First one I can do is kinematics graphs. Okay, or second thing I can do is torque. You choose what you want me to do. You choose what you want me to do. Tell me. What do you think I should do tomorrow from 3:30 to 4? From 3:30 to 4 in the slot when I revise, what do you think I should revise? What do you think I should revise? So kinematics graphs or torque? Kinematics graphs or torque? If you have any opinion, guys, please tell me right now in the chat, in the chat. Usha, Shravani Reddy, okay. Many of you want option one only, so I will go with option one. Okay, I will go with option one. Okay, kinematics graphs for the senior. So, okay, kinematics graphs, what I will do is I will do the revision version of that. I will not do the actual kinematics graph. I will do the revision version of the kinematics graphs. Okay. So we'll just go through, we'll not go through why it is what it is. I'll just tell you and we'll just revise. Okay. All right. All right. So I will stop it here. Then we will revise kinematics graphs tomorrow. I will see you again in the next class. Till then, guys, I will stop here. I am good, Satyam Shukla. I'm good. If anybody has any other doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will end this session now. Anyone has any doubts? Anyone has any doubts? No doubts? No doubts? No doubts? No doubts? Oh, why? Hello, sir. How are you? Yes, Satyam, that is not a doubt, but I'm good. I'm good. Okay, chalo, chalo. ठीक है then, guys. It was so nice teaching you today once again. It was super nice. Okay, I will see you guys again tomorrow. I'm teaching kinematics. You better be here. Okay, I'm doing that just for you guys. I was going to do torque, but I'm doing kinematics just for you guys. Better be here. Okay. All right, chalo. ठीक है. No, no doubt. Okay, chalo. Bye. Have a nice day, everybody. Have a nice day. I'm ending. Bye.